So his word has already given us. He said, marriage is honorable and bed undefiled. So if you are having sex before marriage, if you do that in when you are not a Christian ignorantly, what you need to do, just ask God for mercy, because it is not encouraging. But if you are, you as a Christian, if you have that mentality that I need to have sex before marriage, I think it's not the right thing to do. If a man that really loves you, if a man that really loves you asks you for sex before marriage, that man is not your life partner.
Okay, guys, your wife Prince will be, and we are still out here on the street for street interview. Stan Simon is a wonderful personnel. I would like him to introduce himself, and let's go straight to the questions. Sir, what's your name?
I'm a Pastor Emmy.
Pastor Emmy.
Emmy.
Amy or Emmy?
Emmy.
Emmy, okay. Pastor Emmy, I just have this question that I would like to ask you. Due to the occurrence of the way the things are going now, young people giving birth like that, things like that, I just want to ask you a question. Do you think early age pregnancy, is it good or bad?
Uh, we Christians, we don't support early pregnancy because there are so many disadvantages. You will be seen as somebody who is loose in the society.
Okay.
Understand? And there are other disadvantages. Early pregnancy might even make some young girls, especially, even stop their educational system or educational life, maybe due to the fact that most of their parents that are training them feel that those young girls have disappointed them.
Okay.
So in as such, so if you are not fortunate, if you fall under that group that your parents are disappointed, those kind of persons, you might end up becoming not educated again, because they will feel that they are not going to waste their resources on you. So there's a big disadvantage for those who are, we don't encourage early pregnancy. Then apart from that, society will also look at you as somebody that doesn't have focus. You
Okay.
understand? Society will also look at you as somebody that doesn't have focus. Why? Maybe you might even lose the eye, you might not even have the chance. If it's like the Eastern people,
Okay.
they look at you as kind of they will look at, there's a name they even call these people in this the Igbos.
The Igbos.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a name they even give you. So it takes the grace of God for you to even find a husband to marry
After giving birth,
after
out
giving
of
birth. Yes, it takes the grace of God, because everyone that is coming, it's not applicable with the guys, but for the ladies,
okay, it's more serious.
yes, it's not applicable to much of the men, but the ladies, they suffers most. So me, I don't encourage early pregnancy, because you have you will lose so many chances.
Okay, sir, I just want to ask you this question too.
Okay.
You know, they have been dialoguing, having these issues, mostly that. Is it good to marry, like sex before marriage, is it good or not? I just want you to lay emphasis on that
Okay,
and
sex.
tell us your own opinion and why
Okay,
do you think it's not good or is good? Just
okay.
let's hear your own side.
You know, we Christians, we believe in the word. The word of God is something that gives direction.
Okay.
Just as the Bible said, he said, marriage is honorable, but bed undefiled. So if you as an individual or as a Christian, it is good for you to wait until, because if you do anything that's outside the word of God, you have what? You have gone contrary to the direction, to the rules which God has given. Or the word of God, the Bible is what is God Himself.
Yes.
You understand? God, His word, Him and His word are measured in one. He said you respect His word more than His name. So His word has already given us. He said marriage is honorable and bed undefiled. So if you are having sex before marriage, if you do that in when you are not a Christian, ignorantly, what you need to do, just ask God for mercy, because it is not encouraging. But if you are, you as a Christian, if you have that mentality that I need to have sex before marriage, I think it's not the right thing to do. If a man that really loves you, if a man that really loves you asks you for sex before marriage, that man is not your life partner. He doesn't love you. If a man loves you, he takes patience, whether irrespective of whether uh, anything issue, because love, as the Bible says, covers multitude of sin. You understand? So if a man loves you, he will not demand for sex before marriage.
But sir, don't you? But I think this particular issue has caused broken home mostly,
See, that's what.
because some people get married who waited that let me wait. My like some can meet a sister, a Christian sister, and young man when some go to the church with the motive of at least let me go to church so if I can see someone I can get married to. And when they meet this particular lady and they ask her and she agreed, and they'll say okay wait, let's wait till we get married. The guy will agree, some may agree, some may will not agree to the terms, but some will agree. But after marriage now, they came to find out that it's either the woman is not able to meet up the guy desire, his own sexual desire, or the man is unable to satisfy the woman, and that is causing a lot of issues. What do you think about that one?
Okay, now on this aspect, now look at it from this direction. If the man also has kept himself as a single man, how did he understand, how did he know that this lady cannot give me all what I need? How did he get to understand that?
That way,
No, I know.
okay,
I'm trying to look at this from this direction.
yes,
If he has kept himself,
yes,
something that you don't know anything about, how will you know if a woman is satisfying you or not, if you have not gotten experience on that?
yes.
So if you have really kept yourself, as you have said, that you waited until, is it that you have tested it before you are actually you now know the sweetness or satisfaction that this person cannot satisfy me. As far as you have also kept yourself, I don't think there will be problem of issue of sex that will cause broken marriage or anything. Seriously, if you have really kept yourself from the beginning, if you are innocent, if you are as a virgin, if you are as free as a bird, I don't think you are going to have problem with your marriage. But except you have tested before and maybe you have known the sweetness of it
before,
and you have known when somebody satisfy you or not, you won't have that problem.
then what about a brother that is a non-believer,
Okay.
who got married to a believer, hoping that the girl might change him, but is more specified on that aspect of knacking?
That is why I'm telling you. If he really loves a person, no, anything that have made you to tell this person, I want to marry you.
Okay.
Marriage is not a thing of play. It's a lifetime commitment. So if you are venturing into issue of marriage, you should definitely be ready to be patient, because you might not get what you really want.
Okay.
Yes, because marriage is something that God has created, an institution that God has created for everybody.
Yes.
You understand? So as far as you are going to marriage, you must be patient. You must learn to love your partner, because if you love your partner, even if your partner is flaunting, is going wrong, is doing what you don't like, because you love her, you can be patient with her. You understand? Even there are so many persons. Okay, if you look at from the direction, okay, maybe the man was in the unbelieving side and he decided to want to get married to a Christian sister that have not tested this thing before he actually got into this system.
Yeah.
Now, it is a simple thing. A simple thing. The truth of the matter is that when you have entered into the marriage, it's a matter of babe, understanding.
Yes.
You can teach her. I think I've seen a couple that both the lady was an unbeliever, then the man has not tested this thing before, and he get married to the lady. The lady was even insisting that they should. But the man said, no, if you really want to stay with me, be patient until. So as at that time, the man has not said, he doesn't even know how the system is. But the lady taught him how to do it. And they are flowing. And he's trying by his grace. He's trying. So in as much as you have decided to what, venture into this institution, there's nothing there's nothing bad with you teaching your partner.
Okay.
You understand? So that you can flow so that you won't be able to what? Have a broken marriage. It's a matter of understanding. Marriage is an understanding.
Well, I get you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what will be our advice to all those people out there that is having issues about this similar thing that we are talking about?
My advice to those of you watching us in this platform, I want to encourage you. Don't allow any man or any woman to rush you into on time. So what's it called? What we were talking about
marriage,
as in early pregnancy and sex before marriage. Don't allow anybody to lure you into it, because you might lose so many chances as a young girl coming up. So many God has destined every young man and every young woman for one particular person. So if a man or a woman is actually telling you sex before marriage, that person is not your partner. Please flee. Okay. Flee. Then early pregnancy, you have so many things to lose, because it takes the grace of God for you to find a right partner. I'm telling you the truth. It takes the grace of God. If God doesn't intervene, you might not even find a responsible person to marry you because of that time. Because each time they see you without maybe your child or children, they feel that maybe you might have even discussed with that you had this thing when you were young. So what impression have you given
the child
to that person, and what is the possibility that that child might not even follow your footstep? Yes. Because most of these children, they look at their parents, the lifestyle, and follow the legacy the parents are left on them. It takes the grace of God for although most of them still regret their actions at maybe later end. They regret their actions. They say, if I knew, I wouldn't have even fallen into the trap. Then most of them, they did this thing in ignorance. Yeah. You understand? Maybe due to friends influence,
friends
pressure group from friends and influence. Yes. So most of them fall into it, but most of them end up regretting, because it takes the grace of God. So I want to encourage you that you should stay well as a young girl, young boy. Stay until the right time when you are ripe, you are prepared for marriage, and go into it, and God will bless you even as you do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for staying tuned. May God continue to bless you. I've heard from our pastor. Just keep on. Drop your comment on the comment section and share the video. Drop your opinion. What do you think about this whole thing? I want to hear from you. Just keep the comment on the comment section. Thank you. Sir, thank you for your time.
God bless you.
Thank you.